Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, a little bit of news here today. Something that has just been, well, it's hit Twitter, and I'm reading this from, I know they got a channel on YouTube, it's called Skill Up, and they got a Twitter page, and here's where I got the news from. So, regarding Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which Ubisoft, I guess, falsely marketed to, or maybe it was Xbox who falsely marketed it. Anyway, I did a video recently about the failure of the Xbox One Series X's supposed gameplay exhibition that was falsely marketed. We were promised an Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay reveal at the very end, but we never got it. Instead, we got like a 90 second or 30-second cinematic. I forget how long it was exactly because I was just pissed off all the same. We never saw any actual gameplay. Now, the game has just been announced, mind you, about a fortnight ago or something. So I was kind of skeptical that we were going to get any actual gameplay. I've been a big Assassin's Creed fan for about, well, since the first one came out, really. I mean, I played the first one in 2010 because I got my Xbox in 2010, and then I played Assassin's Creed 2, I played Brother... Anyway, I've loved it for a long time. So, when... I'm excited for the next Assassin's Creed to come out, obviously. And I actually strayed from the series once it got too formulaic by Syndicate. I didn't get Origins, although as you can see, I've just started my Origins playthrough. I'm playing it during this. The footage you're seeing here is from Origins, obviously. But I picked up Odyssey, and I played the ever-loving shit out of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played through its whole campaign, all its DLC. I clocked in about 180 hours. Loved the story, loved the characters, loved the world, loved the premise. And it was an absolute blast. And all the gameplay I had on that game and the gameplay you're seeing right now is on the base Xbox One. I do not own the Xbox One X. And, well, Assassin's Creed Origins had an extra year of development. Ubisoft held off about releasing a yearly fucking Assassin's Creed game. We got Origins in 2017, along with the Xbox Series X. Now, according to all my friends who have played Origins on... sorry, I approached this at the Xbox One X. Fucking hell, Xbox. Microsoft, can you distinguish between your fucking products, please? It's hard for me to... Fuck's sake. Anyway, the Xbox One X. All my friends say that Origins plays like a fucking dream on that game, right? You know, you play Halo Master Chief Collection on there. You play Halo 5. You play Call of Duty, whatever. You can run the potential for the Xbox One X is to run at 4K 60 frames per second. That's the potential, right? Now, Odyssey came out in 2018, fucking loved it. Origins came out before then, that was even great. And I think Odyssey had less development time than Origins. I was surprised it was as good as it was. But Valhalla has followed the trend of Origins. An extra year of development, and now it's being released on next generation of consoles. So we're hyped. We're thinking that it's going to be a fucking next-gen, balls-out, mind-blowing experience on the next-gen console. But then Skill Up shared this on Twitter, and it really got me concerned and thinking. And I'll just go through it right now, and just brace yourselves here. So on May 11th, Eurogamer's Portuguese site reached out to Ubisoft for clarification on the title's expected performance. The developer confirmed to the outlet that it is running at least 30 frames per second on the Xbox Series X. Currently, we can guarantee Assassin's Creed Valhalla will run at least 30 FPS. Assassin's Creed Valhalla will benefit from faster loading times, allowing players to immerse themselves in history and the world without friction, they said. Now, this is coming from, again, this is a snippet here, right? So one could say this is out of context, maybe there's more to say along with it, but just from this little snippet here, I'm very concerned. I'm not sure what the Xbox Series X specs are. I know it's got like this next generation AMD processor, and AMD's a garbage from my experience. I much prefer the Intel processors, but you know, AMD is what Xbox are using, so there you go. It's got this fucking out of this world, supposedly AMD processor. And if my memory serves me correct from last year's E3, it could do about, it's trying to push it to 120 frames per second. Correct me if I'm wrong, really. If I fuck up here and my memory is shoddy, because it's all off the cuff, I haven't really got anything in front of me except for this snippet here. It was meant to get to, I think it was 4K 120 frames per second. That's what it's being optimized for. That's what they're trying to push it to, okay? And now Ubisoft, with that in mind, because this Valhalla is being made for the next gen, right? Valhalla has been... They've aimed for the bare minimum to be 30 frames per second, which is what the Xbox One, the base Xbox One can do at 1080p. So maybe 1080p can run in 60 frames optimally, right? I don't really know how to measure frame rate. I played Odyssey. I didn't really have any frame rate issues. I had a shit ton of frame rate issues on Jedi Fallen Order. FYI, don't ever play Jedi Fallen Order on base Xbox One. Play it on at least the X or PC. Hell, go for PC. And I do play on PC, just FYI. I played Doom Eternal on PC. It's fucking an incredible experience. Anyway, so this is their bare minimum of quality is 30 frames per second, which I think is that not the bare minimum quality on the Xbox One base? So what the fuck are they thinking? Their standard of quality should be at least 60 frames per second if it's going for next gen. Otherwise, what's the fucking point? Why would you not buy it? Why would anyone buy it for the Xbox Series X or the PS5 for that matter if they're optimizing it for 30 frames per second on the next gen when you can get it on PC for a much higher? And I prefer the console. I like the simplicity. I'm not too anal about my frame rates and my settings and whatnot. Just give me the game and I'll punch it in and I'll fucking play it. I don't care, alright? I play certain games on the PC for the optimal experience, but I love the console, and I'm very interested in getting the Series X. But this is just discouraging as fuck. Why in the hell would I get this? Why would anyone get it on the Series X if it's shooting for 30 frames? If that's the minimum, I'll fucking take it on the Xbox One. If it's being made, I don't know if it's being made for Xbox One, but fucking hell, Mark. This isn't Microsoft's fault. This is Ubisoft. But I mean, maybe that's why Ubisoft didn't want to show off gameplay at the fucking reveal. Who knows? But like, Jesus Christ, man, 30 frames. Like, this is 2020, motherfucker. What do you want about? Again, this could just be out of context. This could be a speculation. Look, Skill Up shared this. Blame him. But this caught my eye, and I'm a big fan of Assassin's Creed, and I was really excited for the Nordic premise. I still am. I was a huge fan of the ancient Greek premise. Again, playing Origins right now, I'm not the biggest fan of ancient Egypt, but I am liking it so far. I do think it's a step down from Odyssey, to be perfectly honest, from what I have played, but I will reserve judgment. I'm insanely excited for Valhalla, but 30 fucking frames. At least, it's like this guy's... It's like it's Ubisoft, like, living under a rock or something. Like, 30 frames. Motherfucker, Halo Reach played at 30 frames at optimal on the 360. And, at its worst, played at like 20 frames with a shit ton of motion blur. Aiming for at least... It's like, is that even news? Like, don't worry, guys. We assumed that. We assumed that it would do at least, like, not just at least 30 frames. We thought, like, if there's a fucking problem with the game, since if it's not working properly, it might hit 30 fucking frames. But, if the developer is saying, like, don't worry, guys, 30 frames per second on the Xbox One, get hyped! It is like, thanks for telling us not to get it on the Xbox One Series X, you stupid motherfucker. Anyway, like, it's just frustrating. Like, you want to... I'm kind of bitter about... I'm just kind of bitter because, I've had the Xbox One base for a while. I never upgraded to the X. I've never been an anal player about my frame rates and settings. That's why I prefer console, right? But I am very much looking forward to upgrading. It's like, when you have a smartphone and you have, like, for example, I had a Samsung S5. And I waited. I didn't get the phone the year after that. I got the phone, I think it was 2 years after I had the S5, and I got the S7. And it was a massive upgrade, and my life improved immensely, and it was less frustrating, and shit got done. That's the same upgrade I'm waiting for with the Xbox One. It's going to be a 7-year hardware upgrade from 2013 to 2020. And again, from what I remember, it said optimal at 4K, potential, excuse me. It could potentially do 4K with 120 frames. Even if that's not accurate, even if that's just like a fucking Hail Mary, that's a huge upgrade from what I'm fucking playing now. And again, after my experience with Jedi Fallen Order, playing at playing at that shitty fucking frame rate. It was when it dawned on me. I was like, yeah, this needs a fucking upgrade. I'm pretty much done with the Xbox One. As soon as the next gen comes out, I'm getting it. But I don't think I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And the jury's still out if Halo Infinite will be the console seller we all hope it can be. And I'll probably get Halo Infinite on the PC regardless. But yeah, really disappointed in this news. Fucking hell, Ubisoft, get your shit together. Honestly, I hope you misspelt. Maybe he did say 60 frames and the fucker recorded him wrong or quoted him wrong. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Thanks for sticking around, supporting the channel. Consider sticking around if you're new here. Thank you to all my patrons. You guys are phenomenal. I appreciate your support and your contributions. They help me out immensely. If you'd like to support the channel, even if it's just $1 per month, and my primary channel, because I run 2 channels, Patreon link is in the description, and I appreciate any and all support. Join this channel's Discord server if you'd like to keep up to date with like gaming news. We talk about bad takes on gaming on YouTube, which is pretty funny, and we share a lot of gaming memes. You guys will enjoy that as well. And yeah, that's all I got to say for today. It's your pal Noms here signing off. Take care of yourselves, and here's to another good sesh.